Hopefully try this for last time. We're trying to record this a couple times now. It just hasn't worked out. First off, sorry, this is my face. you guys are forced to look at it for a little while here. This video is not going to be about notes. It's not going to cover a module or anything like that. It is all about just kind of getting you up to date on all the AP exam information that I have.
Hey, Jason, can you come see me? Jason, come see me.
Sorry, Mr. Slaughter says hi. So, if a lot of this information you guys probably already know, most of it is available online. Some of it is what we discussed today in our faculty meeting. That's one of the reasons why this is getting up late. But I want to make sure that all the information that I have is conveyed to you guys, so that you guys can, do what you need to do as well as possible to get those 3s or better on this exam. So first off, biggest change is obviously the date of the exam. I think originally it was May 11th. It is now May 18th. Okay, so be aware that May 18th. That means that we have about a month. Actually, tomorrow we have a month still to get through. A little bit of material. We don't have too much more. We're going to get through it all. We're going to get through all of the material from units 1 through 7. I have no doubt of that. We did cover some units beyond that, a little bit of information in units 9 and 10. But that information, unfortunately, is not going to be on your test. So we'll have to take that for what it is. I don't mind that at all. I realize that you guys may have looked at that as a waste of time at this point. But first off, I didn't know about the change until about a week after I started that new material. And secondly, I just really wanted you guys to get some of that information. I can't have an environmental science class without talking about global warming. That's just, in my opinion, a bad idea. So, and you'll very well see a reference to that regardless. Even though that's in another chapter, or another unit, you'll probably see a reference to it during the test. It's possible anyway. The test is so short now that maybe you won't. But it is on May 18th. It's at 3 o'clock Central Time, so 3 o'clock our time. Be ready to take it at that point. Have everything out, ready to go. Your notes condensed into things that you think are going to be most valuable. That'll be determined by you. I can't tell you what the test questions are going to be. I wish I could, but I can tell you about them, and we're going to get to that. It is open note, open book. Okay, dare I say it's even open online? I'm not supposed to condone that, and I'm not by any means, but because they're not going to give you enough time. They really aren't. We're going to talk about the times, but they're not going to give you enough time to go through and try to search for these answers. Okay, you have to have a working knowledge of this stuff before you start the test. Now, can you kind of go through, if you have some extra time at the end, and kind of tweak your answer a little bit, polish it up a little bit? Absolutely. Okay, and I suggest you do that. But you're not going to be able to go, oh, I have no idea what they're talking about, and filter through your notes or your book and find it, unless you're really good at that. I don't know. Maybe you'd be able to do something like that, but don't rely on it. That's the key. It's only an online free response question. There's 2. I almost call them 2 subcategories, but we can argue because we've done the practice exams that we've done. Usually they're much longer. So, but there's 2 questions that you have to be responsible for. To take the test, you can do it on any device that has internet. Okay, so you can do it on your phone, you can do it on your laptop. I would suggest your laptop for those of you thinking about your phone, simply because it's going to be a lot easier to, you're going to have a bigger screen. The phone gets tedious, in my opinion, to try and do something detailed on it. So I would suggest using your laptop for it, your Chromebook if need be. Whatever, make sure that you have a secure and reliable internet source. That would be my main thing. You don't want to drop connection halfway through, and who knows what will happen at that point. I don't even know what AP will do. Okay. So colleges are still going to, despite the fact that this is a modified test that is very different than normal, colleges are still going to accept this. This is going to be, this is going to work in your favor. Okay, like I said, it's just less material. It means that it's easier to screw up on. That's true, but there's also less to think about. There's less to take care of. You're centrally focused, and again, it's open note, open book. Okay, that should help you. We're looking for a 3 or better still. Most schools, especially in like Illinois, are going to be 3 or better. Okay, so if you get a 3, you want to go to Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. they'll accept that 3, give you the credit for that class or its equivalent. Okay, no questions asked. If you get a 4 or 5, fantastic. It's still going to be on that 1 through 5 scale. If you get a 2 or a 1, it's not going to help you. Okay, I still recommend that you guys take the test because again, it's open note, open book. So you obviously it's a school policy as well that you have to take the test. It is going to benefit you, okay, and it doesn't hurt you if you do poorly, okay, but do as well as you can. We've talked about the way that they curve things and things like that. A 3 should be very attainable for everyone here, okay. I truly believe that. Let's talk about the questions. Okay, and there's a little bit more detail online. I didn't write down everything for the questions, but I encourage you guys to go and look at them. Question 1 will consist of 25 minutes of the exam. Okay, I don't know if they'll have it back to back. I don't know if you'll have to open 2 exams. That is information they haven't given us, but you will have to open these. I maybe 1 question at a time, and then you'll have like 5 minutes to submit them after the time is passed. Okay, so it's your job to use that 25 minutes as well as you can. Question 1 is going to count for 60% of your grade, so it's a little bit more towards question 1, obviously, than question 2. But they give you more time to do it at 25 minutes, and it's going to be all about designing an experiment. Okay, so luckily we've done a couple of these. Not as much as I would have liked, but we've done a couple of these design experiments, free response questions, where you have to go through and you have to think like a scientist and you have to explain how you're going to collect data and how you're going to analyze that data. Question 2 is going to be a lot shorter, a lot shorter at 15 minutes. And it's only going to count for 40% of your grade as opposed to the 60. It's going to be all about analyzing an environmental problem and proposing a solution. This is where those case studies are probably going to come into play. I would argue that there's going to have a case study there talking about giving you an environmental problem and asking you to come up with a scientifically sound solution to that problem. So, like I said, it only covers units 1 through 7. So if you want to go back through and read each one of the case studies before each chapter, that might be a good use of your time. Doing those practice exams that are available online as well. I mean, it's hard. I wouldn't do any of the multiple choice necessarily, unless you just want to sharpen your general knowledge. But more, I'd focus on the free response questions and kind of getting those down. This is the information that I sort of have at this point. Okay. Listen, guys, I know that this is a crazy year and things have not gone as planned by any means, but we will get through all the material and we will get through this test and we will get 3s or better, okay? I hope that everybody's doing well. God bless you. I'd love to see you guys again. I'm sorry that I haven't. If any of you need to reach out, by the way, if you want to see me, if you want to have like a face-to-face conversation, we can do a Zoom meeting if you guys would like, if you're interested in that. We could also, we do that one-on-one. We could do it as a group. We could also, you can call me. We can talk about this test, about anything if you guys need something else. So I just want you to know that I'm available. I'm here to hopefully help you guys. That's all today that we're going to take care of. Monday, we're going to start on the next module, the next part of the chapter, actually. Hopefully finish that chapter up. And we actually have to start taking attendance. We found that out today. So I'm going to give you guys an easy way to just kind of show that you saw the material. It's not going to be true attendance, but you guys will have it. Yeah. All right. I'll stop rambling. See you guys next time.